I don't want to be. Here we got to stop. We got this one here. We got these two coming here. And you see, we got something else. You got to watch these roads, man, because they pop over the hill fast. All right, so here we go. So we're heading back out to 17. No. 6 miles to 15. Alright. So we are stay on 605. We're on 605. And this is a little bit more gentle, more open country road here. As you can see, look how nicely they paved this. Now, daggone it, this makes me mad at people who complain about the Virginia Department of Highways, because they're the people who gets this done. Look at this road. Look how pretty this road is. This is your tax dollars. Now, granted, you pay for this, but somebody at the Virginia Department of Highways has to put this on a schedule to get this done. And then they got to find contractors who do good work, and we do find contractors who do good work, and they do it at night. I mean, they do it in a way, a lot of times they do it at night. They do it in a way that doesn't disturb us so we can keep moving. And, I mean, you know, Virginia's a pretty damn cool state when it comes to their roads. Yes, it's very congested. That's not the fault of the Virginia Department of Highways. That's the fault of the politicians 20 years ago who said we didn't need a second beltway around the area. They didn't want to fund it. That's also the fault of the politicians who said, let's get an Australian company to buy access to the land for 99 years and put a pay lane in that we should have paid for. We should have owned that pay lane. We should have owned it. But it's built, so, you know, I got to say thank you to the Australian company, because every car that goes out there is one car I don't got to deal with. Because I'm stuck on the regular lanes. There's no way I can afford that unless I got a motorcycle. But like I said before, motorcycle, I think it was 39. You were 39 times more likely to die on a motorcycle than you are in a car. And I'll tell you, I've had a motorcycle now, and I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. It is so much more dangerous than a motorcycle. People just don't I can't even talk. People just don't see you. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this water right here while it's still a little bit chill. So anyway, it's a beautiful country out here. I mean, the thing that gets me about this is that people work their day jobs to come back and work in the weekends to make their houses look as nice as you see them here. None of this works. None of this happens by accident. None of this is a gift. This is all effort. This is all work. This didn't happen from Harry Potter. This didn't happen from a phone. This didn't happen from an app. This didn't happen from Microsoft or Google or Facebook. This happened because somebody got off their ass and said it's got to be done and I got to do it. And they did it. They came out here and they cut their grass. They went to their job. They earned the money to pay the bills. You know, they did it. So, thank you to everybody who maintains their property. It makes it look so wonderful out here. Virginia is a beautiful state. And the people in this state are beautiful too. And we have a massive influx of immigrants into this state. And you know what? They are actually not, they're not following what the people who encourage them to get here are saying. They're actually fighting for their beliefs and their social system as far as their family system. So they're awesome. They're awesome. And they're hard workers, and they just want to make a good living for their family and be left alone. And that's what Virginia's about the freedom. The freedom to be an American. any way you want to be that American, you know, as long as you are a productive and positive member of society. So, anyway, enough of that. I just want to get back to the road and how pretty it is. Now, I don't like really, we're getting in, our speed's coming up here a little bit. We're doing 55 and we're bouncing up and down these high hills. I like to back off a little bit because a lot of times you'll come over one of these high hills, somebody will be turning or there'll be some issue and you'll have to stop pretty quick. So if you ever get on these Virginia roads and you're, you know, bouncing up and down the high hills like that, called a roller coaster road, it's good to back off. Give yourself a little break, you know, between you and the car ahead of you. Don't be so close. I got like, 15 car length or 10 car length between me and that truck up there. When you start going fast enough where you see the pickup truck start bouncing up and down like they're going to come off the road, you need to back off a little bit. And we're going to be going fast for long because there's a nice slow truck ahead of us. That's okay. I think we're about to get to our turn. This is bringing us out to Warrenton on 1529, heading back towards Fredericksburg. But there's a turnoff that you take to the left-hand side, or right-hand side. Take off to the right-hand side that shoots you up towards the Den of Sin. So, there you go, nice little country school. Beautiful neighborhood, beautiful place. And that's the one thing I would say about Virginia. You don't get to keep this if you let criminals take over your living spaces. And we have very excellent police departments here in Virginia. And they take all of those training sessions and stuff, you know, to be really good. Oh, this is 3 turns wide. Oh man, that's a mud Jeep. That looks cool as shit. Looks like a mud Jeep. But anyway, just a nice state. I'm glad I was born here and lived most of my life here. I just like to see us preserve the farmlands because once you lose the farmlands, man, they're gone, you know, and the food that comes off of them is gone too. And that's truly the beautiful bounty of America, is that we can feed ourselves. And to do that, we can't just, you know, grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. We've got to manage the growth. And we got to look at the farmer and say, you know what? We're not going to tax you out of existence. We're going to protect you because we appreciate the food that you provide for us. So, I don't know. It's a beautiful day. It's a great day to be out. I just wanted to bring you with me. I don't see how much battery power I got left. I don't think I got much left. Let me see. I can't tell. I can't even read it. Well, I got a pretty good. It looks like it says 82 minutes. So I got a pretty good amount left. This is a big chip that's in this thing. I got a big fast chip, like a I want to say 246 or 256 gig chip. So it's big enough to do a long video. Now the strange thing about it is that the long video will be chopped up into half-hour segments. It chops it into half-hour segments. And I'm tempted, I want to make like a one long trip so you're not having to go through, you know, chasing down part 1, part 2, part 3, but my computer does not like making that into a video. anything over an hour, my video editor, when it says finish video, and it sends it, I send it to my desktop, because it doesn't matter where you send it, you just got to send it somewhere. So I send it to my desktop, so when it finishes, I got an icon, and when I go to send it off to YouTube, I just go to desktop, bang, and be done with it. Let me see what's going on here. 17 North. We're going to get this 17 North. Here we go. 17 North. I made the wrong turn here, wound up in Warrenton one day. I didn't know where to, I mean, yeah, I lived in here my whole life, but I don't know the road, the place names. I feel like a moron, because I used to work with a guy named Jerry, and this guy, he was better than a GPS. He knew all the roads, all the towns, all the shortcuts. I mean, it literally, he was amazing. He had a brain, it was like a steel trap. But not me. I gotta use it daggone GPS. So I got my windows open. There's not much I can do about the wind noise. I'm sorry about that. But it's just so damn hot. I might pull this window up a little bit. Pull that window up a little bit, but I gotta leave my window open. And this is not a place to be zipping out. It's 55 through here, but they definitely like to sit off places here and do radar. This is not a place to get out and just stomp it and go 85 miles an hour down the road, because if you do that, you're going to find Mr. Law. He's going to be waiting for you. And I don't have no intention to be waiting, have Mr. Law waiting on me. But just a beautiful day. It's just a beautiful day. I'm so blessed. I'm so happy. Yeah, it'd be nice if this camera would last all the way to Charlestown, you know. But look at the beauty of driving. And here we go. Road ends here real quick. Here you go. I got somebody's in a hurry. Go, get it, go. Everybody go, go, get it. You go too. You all go. Everybody goes. Everybody goes. There you go. Everybody goes. There you go. Let's let them go. All the race car drivers. Everybody in a hurry. That lady in that daggone that electric Ford up there, she drove right up on the ass into my car. She was trying to follow the guy that went blasting past me. Like, I'm not going to deal with that shit. You can go. That's why I let the guy in the trailer go too. Just let him go. Let him go. Nobody get nothing in my tires because I went off a little bit in the gravelly area, but you know, we'll see. Another good thing about letting these people go like this is that they're the ones that are going to get the damn ticket, not me. And I like sitting back here a long time ago, about, God, I guess it's been 35 years ago. Look, she's in all in a hurry to get right there. Bye. I guess it was 35 years ago. There was a professional chauffeur that was being interviewed. I don't remember why he was being interviewed. It wasn't anything special. He was just talking about his job. And, I think it was talking about safe driving, but the guy had been like a safe driver for like 50 years. And the thing that stuck in my mind about what he said was, he goes, when I'm driving on the interstates, when I'm driving on the big roads, I try to get my limousine between the packs of cars. I try to get them not in the middle of the pack, between the pack. I'll slow down if I have to, I'll speed up if I have to, but I don't want to be in the middle of the pack. That was the thing that I remember him saying, and it just stuck in my mind. It was kind of funny because, you know, at the time I was just a dumb kid. Well, dumb young man. And I was just, you know, that kind of makes sense, you know? Because if no car's around you, no car can hit you. You know, you're not having to respond to somebody, you know.
acting like a fool. So. I didn't intend to look at this the whole way down the road. I think we might pull off, let him go. Yeah, I think we're going to pull off. We'll pull off a minute. We're going to pull off down here a minute. Because I want him to go. But actually, he's back. He's going now. I'm doing 64. He's doing about 68. So he's moving away from me, so that's good. So I don't have to pull over. Because I don't want to be looking at the whole back of his thing all the way down the road. Because we're about to get into some farmland here that's really pretty. I hope that the camera's not shaking as much as it was because I put an extra 10 pounds of weight on the tripod. I found a way to weight the tripod down with some barbells I had that I didn't have any, I wasn't using them for anything. I used was the big ones. There's a car, there's a Nissan coming up behind us that's flying, so I want to let him go. No. He's not flying fast enough. Right, there's a cop. Great. That was the cop. Yep. He hasn't got his lights on. Guess we'll find out if he spins around and comes back. I was doing about 72 right there. God darn it. I just said that too. Here, speed limit's 55, and we're all rolling along here between 65 and 70. And you don't want to be over 70. I mean, really, you don't want to be over 65 much. And it must be stated that anything over 55 is a ticket. Even if it's 56, that's a ticket. I mean, he can write you the ticket. The judge won't like looking at a 56 and a 55 ticket, but it's a ticket. That buddy of mine, Harry, that I was talking about, had the prostate cancer. The one ticket he ever got in his life, he only got one ticket in his life, and he was driving down Route 17 in Falmouth, Virginia, which is right next to Fredericksburg, Virginia. And he got a ticket for 26 and a 25 mile an hour zone. And I was so angry when I heard it. I said, Harry, we got to go to court for this, man. We got to go to court for this. Harry said, no, I did it. I'm going to pay for it. I said, oh my God, no. He paid it. He paid the ticket. 26 and a 25 mile an hour zone. I wanted to go to court. I wanted to see if the judge would vacate it. You know? Just say, look, Your Honor, this is an honorable Virginia farmer, veteran. He is the most responsible driver I've ever seen in my life, and that's no lie, he was. He actually was harassed on a daily basis by drivers who did not like the fact that he did the speed limit, because he was one of the people who would do the speed limit. At all times, regardless. And he would force people to pass him. He would never speed up to block people or anything like that. He wasn't an a-hole. But it just got to me that the one ticket he got in his life was 26 and a 25 mile an hour zone. And I just, wow. But that's old history. That's like 25 years ago. I really can't get over how old I've gotten. and I'm 63 now. I feel very blessed about that. I've got a few health issues that I'm dealing with, but I'm dealing with them holistically, and I'm dealing with them with my exercise program. That is the core value in my life as far as keeping my ability to work and to be positive and to have energy and to have a working body, is to do that workout every day. And I mean that. No, Mr. Policeman got him somebody. Yes, he did. Mr. Policeman got him somebody. And this right here is a very weird place because the speed limit starts dropping here. It drops down and it drops down and it gets real slow. This is 35 here. I'm not going to do that. I'll do around 45. But they're pretty generous. I mean, you gotta really be driving like a nut job or be driving way too damn fast to, you know, to get them to do something. And I've had them follow me, especially when I've been wearing my, I had one follow me down 95 North coming home from Richmond from my job. State trooper, he's following, he's wondering what the hell was up with this guy, because it was like 100 degrees that day. And I had my gear on, and he was like looking at me, and plus, I had come up the road, I had been humming. I'd been humming like 79, because it's, the speed limit is like, it goes to like 70 in that stretch of road. So I was humming about 79, and I think he might have tweaked the car or something and thought it was me. But he followed me for a good 5 miles. Followed me off. I got off at Bowling Green because I was going over to 2. Because 2 goes right into the bottom part of Fredericksburg. And he just followed me, and then I got over in the right lane, and he got past me, and we were kind of playing who can do the best 5 mile an hour over the speed limit impression. And he won because he got past me, and he was determined. He wasn't going to be speeding. He wasn't going to be a bad example. He wasn't going to be out there, you know, getting past me and then punching up to 75 mile an hour. He did the speed limit, and I was respectful. I backed up a little bit. And that's the thing people don't understand. The speed limit here is actually right now is 70. I'm doing 68. But right now, today, this is fast enough for me. I actually enjoy this. Oh, there's a guy in a Corvette coming. This ought to be cool. Here comes a Corvette. Hell yeah. There you go. I would not have my license in 3 minutes if I owned that. I would not have my license. This car I'm driving right now has a little 4-cylinder in it. It'll do 135 miles an hour. It'll cruise at 110 miles an hour all day long with a low 4-cylinder engine. That's how good Honda 4-cylinder, the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder Honda engine is. I have absolutely no need to get a V8 or a V6. And this engine will return 31 to 32 miles to the gallon all day long if it's driven around between 55 and 65 miles an hour. Just a phenomenal, one of the best small cars ever designed. It's not really a small car, it's a family sedan, the Honda Accord. The early 2000s on up. And when Honda got away from that 2.4 liter, the big 4-cylinder engine, and they went to the smaller engine, especially the turbo engine, I will never ever, if I can ever, possibly ever have it that way, I will never ever own a turbo engine car. Because a turbo engine car, you have to have exacting maintenance on, and no matter how you maintain it, eventually that turbo is going to have to be replaced, depending on how long you own it. And I just don't. I'm very happy. All the four-cylinders, all the Japanese four-cylinders I've had. I even had a Ford Pinto, which was a German, believe it or not, a German-built four-cylinder in that car, 2.3 liter. Solid as a rock. What an amazing engine. What an amazing car. The Pinto was an amazing car. It really was. And people want to talk about what blew up. And I had numerous friends own those cars, and not one of them ever blew up. And I feel bad because I do know that they did blow up, and they did hurt people. And I actually, my next door neighbor, Steve, who was a fire chief in Arlington for about 24 years, said that down in Springfield, they had a Pinto that, I think he said a station wagon hit the Jersey barrier, caught on fire. And he said that I won't be descriptive, but he just said it was very awful. He told me the whole scene. And yuck. But anyway, let's get on something about a sunny day. How about that? Let's get on something that's positive. I mean, what a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I said I was never coming back up here. I said it. Yeah, slow down. Yeah, I know, slow down. Oh man, I feel good now. Woo! Kind of wondering if I'm allergic to something in these gloves. If I got to take these gloves and soak them in a if I got to soak them in a detergent wash to get a preservative chemical out of them, because I'm wondering if they're actually causing my hands to hurt. Because when I get my gloves, I get them tight. So I get, normally, if a person was was specking out gloves for me, they would probably recommend extra large gloves, but I like my gloves real tight. I like it so that there's no nipples on the end of the fingers. You know, the little. I like the end of the finger to be nice, right on the end of my fingers, and so I get larges, which are kind of tight. But my hands have been kind of hurting a little bit lately, and I'm just wondering if. And I sweat like a pig. I sweat like crazy, and so I'm just wondering if there's a preservative chemical that China puts in these gloves when they ship it over here, so that the bugs won't eat them, and that my body's allergic to that preservative chemical. And I'm just gonna wash it out of the gloves now that I got them here. So, but I'll do that. I guess I'll do that this weekend. It's a damn shame because I like these gloves. When they're brand new, they are pretty. I got me some beautiful, hardy. They're yellow. Yellow work gloves. They were only like $3 a pair at Harbor Freight, and they fit really good. And man, to work in these things, my hands have a little weakness to them because, you know, I'm 63. But the stickiness of the gloves, coupled with how tight they fit, oh man, it's great. I'm gonna back off here because I got nobody behind me, and I don't want you to see the back of that. Take a little sip of my tea while I'm at it. Look at this beautiful countryside. This is Paris, Virginia. turn you to the side here so you can see this. I think I will turn you. The left side's where all the beauty is. The right side's a hill, so you really can't see up it, but take a look at that. I am jealous of that guy or girl who owns that house. I like that house. I really do. I really like that house. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, we're going to try to turn you in the right direction here. Try to aim you. Hopefully I get you back where you're, it looks like you're back where you're at, okay? Now right here at this intersection, one day a motorcyclist must have lost his life because I think he was coming down the road flying and somebody was pulling out of this winery and did not see him and pulled right out in front of him and he hit the side of their car. And they had to life flight a helicopter in here to get him, and strangely enough, it's weird how God lets me be witness to things. I would say about 2.5 months later, my wife and I came, my wife was with me at the time we saw this. And I came through here and there was a bunch of motorcyclists lined up on both sides of the road. And it was pretty obvious they were paying tribute to their buddy who had died there. And it's just a thing, he didn't have to be speeding. Okay, I'm going to turn you out this way. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look. So I can drive without, I've got it on a tripod so I don't have to look, I don't have to aim, it's not dangerous. So don't think that I'm driving dangerous. But they were out here and they, I guess the guy, I guess he passed away, and they were paying tribute, and it was very humbling to see, because you can see by the way people were acting that he was a very beloved, or she was a very beloved person, and they were missing their buddy. And look how beautiful. This is what we used to, you know, when Warren and I used to go to Charlestown, this was one of the best parts about it, especially a day like today. And the sun would be shining, oh, a bunch of Corvettes coming. The sun would be shining, and on her, and her smiling, she'd be goofing, and she was going to be winning all kinds of money. And she did. She was good. She had that woman's intuition and woman's luck, you know. And but just a beautiful place. But you gotta be, man, you gotta be careful. Here we go. Thankfully that guy turned quick. I'll turn you back straight again so you can see what we're going into. Just had to pull on the brakes a little bit because it's somebody turning. My buddy with the cars is still going in front of him. Now he's humming about 60, but he obviously